So here's a method you can try if you need to reduce the finger count on a CC character while maintaining full standard CC character compatibility, so you can apply different clothing, use skin gen, and apply wrinkles. I've loaded the male cartoon character in this example, but it works for any CC character. And so what I've done is I've zoomed in on the hands that I want to modify, and I'm going to start by going into the proportion tool. Select the end bone of the finger you want to remove, and of course you can choose any finger. I'm going to choose the pinky because it's actually kind of the most difficult to deal with in a way. And so what I'm going to do now is in the scale section, I'm going to lock the XYZ, and I'm going to put this at 0.1 or 1. It doesn't really matter. Just don't do 0. If you do 0 on all of these, it will end up kind of affecting the graphics system adversely. So I found that 0.1 works pretty well. And so I will click on that. And then also set this one to 0.1. That's like a millimeter, so it's, not really going to show at all. And then I will do the last one. Okay, so there we go. We have that. Now your hand, you might want your hand to be kind of the same width, so you can grab the other fingers and just move them out a little bit into that other location. I might kind of go in between actually where they were, because it makes sense to me that the hand would be a little thinner with only 3 fingers. So do that adjustment. And then I'm working on the left hand, so I'm going to mirror that across to the right hand. All right, so now both sides are going to be the same, and I can leave the proportion tool. Okay, the next thing I want to do is go into my Edit Mesh tool. And go ahead and select a vertex somewhere in this area, and that just are a group of vertexes. And then it just makes it easier to rotate your camera around. So I'm, holding down Alt and right mouse button to rotate my camera. And then it will rotate around the selection. So that just makes it easier to get everything lined up so you can see it better. Okay, so on this one, we're going to be using the sculpting tool. And don't forget to check the mirror X box. And then I want to use the smoothing tool to start with, I think. And you can also use the indent tool to move this part in. But I'll start with the smoothing tool. I'll make my brush a little smaller. Smooth some of that out. And then I think I'll use the indent tool. Make my brush a little bigger. And then squeeze that down a bit. Okay, and then I'm going to kind of do some smoothing overall here. And I'm probably done. Let me go out a bit. And now go ahead and go to a front view of your character. Just pressing F on your keyboard will get you a front view. There we go. And if I look here, I have 3-fingered hands. So other thing I want to do to check real quick, zoom in on the hand again and open the pose panel. Okay, you can turn off the bones and indicators so it's easier to see. And come over here on the little hand indicator and you can test the fingers to see how it looks. That looks pretty good to me. There's a little bit of weirdness there, but barely any. I think you can probably live with that or smooth it out a bit better than I did. So that's how you do it. Good luck.